Hi, hello, and welcome to the Lunar Lounge series brought to you by Vertex of Abundance. My name is 15.dicembre Priestess Abossi. I'll be your oracle today. I was sent to deliberate the findings for the full moon in Gemini, brought to you again by Vertex of Abundance. My name is 15.dicembre Priestess Abossi. I'll be your oracle today. If anything that is said resonates deeply with you, go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe, leave a review, book a session, send a donation. Now, 10 videos out of the year when it comes to the new moon, when it comes to the full moon, when it comes to the twin flame is hetero oriented, and it's not about that, but it's heteronormative, even if it doesn't involve heterosexuality. I will say, however, 2 of the seasons we have Gemini and Sagittarius. That's a very much of a gay energy. It's a duality energy. I know we also have Pisces and Virgo, which stands for the as above, so below energy. When there's Sagittarius or Gemini, I involve gay. Okay, I'm just putting that out there. If it's a challenge for you, blessings. Watch if you can. Come back next month. We'll be returning. Okay. So if we have a preponderance of cups, so that's homosexual. If we have a preponderance of swords, that's lesbiana, and that's just where we're at right now. Okay, we have the Queen of Pentacles. So that's somebody in a committed relationship or that wants a committed connection. They need to be clear on what the connection is. Okay. If anything that I said resonates deeply with you, as I said before, go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe, leave a review, book a session, send a donation. We have King of Cups here. We have Page of Cups. So somebody might be entering the path to discovering themselves. They've been, okay, I'm getting in the closet energy, and this is coming through a lot of my personal work as well. But we'll read for everything that we can. I just want to put that out there. I'm sorry if this is a bit much for you. I do have to say it as a two-spirit priestess. The reason that Gay Pride is in June is because that's when the Stonewall Uprising was anchored into the timeline. Okay. So we have something here, pessimism or dark future. Okay. That's when you have Diavolo and La Stella. With Justizio, the past is coming up to confront or to haunt. So if there is any energy here about being down low or in the closet or whatever, or what have you, that's going to be addressed. Let's hope that it's willfully, which I would believe it is, simply because we have false flame here. So somebody's not getting enough, cannot offer enough, cannot be enough in a connection, perhaps because it's ill-suited. Now, normally if the Tower card was out here, somebody would be outed, especially if the Nine of Swords was present. It's not. Now, darling, I just want to say, I read whatever I read, and I just read energy. I don't need cards, so I'm getting closet. Now, this is a lunar lounge video, so it's not the twin flame. And I forgot during the Sagittarius new moon, which was the 11/11 Divine Lover series, I forgot to talk about gay. I think I might have seen it a little bit. And I'll be honest, my hygiene was a little bit low because a personal narrative was coming up. Luckily, I'm out of that cycle. So I might just do a gay reading, and what I want you to hear is that don't think it's going to be a regular thing. It is a cyclical thing. It has a schedule on it. Okay. But it's not going to be an everyday. You're not going to hear much more of it beyond the little timeline that we're in. I just want to put that out there and move on. The time is ticking. the narrative that's been coming through a lot for me is that because somebody's having lustful thoughts, somebody is in their mind, they're coveting instead of cherishing. They're coveting instead of treasuring. Okay, so maybe the cat might jump up here. Priestess Chandi. Okay, and so we also have regret and lewd, lascivious, lustful thoughts here. It says sexually fantasizing about your strong need to be physical, undeniable sexual desires driven by instinct. Okay, let's just leave that there. There's a spirituality of gay. Maybe I'll do that later. I don't want to sit here unless we have to, although I've been getting the Lovers card and the Star card all day. So that is also that's also grant me a moment. So when you have the Lovers and the Stella, the Star, it can talk a lot about river, and the river you get some gay. Okay. Especially with this, we have like a newbie here and the top. I'll just leave that there and move on. Or the dominant, or the active, or the extroverted energy. I'll put that there and move on. Okay. So since this is going to be the full moon in Gemini, when the Lovers card comes out and the High Priestess comes out, the reading might be over. I can end the reading anytime the Temperance or the World card come out. For this specific spread, since it's lunar in its origin, I don't. This is the same thing with the 1111 or the revolving door. We need all four energies of the twin flame to come out. We need the Empress, Emperor, Lovers, and the Temperance to come out. Then you have 100% of the connection. Okay, since this is a lunar lounge, she's just sitting here waiting for permission to come up. I appreciate your manners, darling, but Baba's gonna work. I was dressed up earlier for a holiday party, so I didn't let her get stuff all over my clothes, but that's why we have the blankie. So we're entering a path here of a dark future. It also can be pessimism because we're kind of stuck in a place where with our love, or the energy is that of being stuck in a place with the love. Four of Swords is being pinned down, it's being sequestered, it might be pinned in, the Nine of Swords is in the closet. However, Four of Swords can be stuck somewhere. Okay. It also can be walled out. So we might have passing privilege or something of that nature. Passing privilege could be hetero passing, it could be color passing, you know. And we have the devil here, although it can be a Capricorn moon with this Queen of Pentacles. It also can be to a very much lesser degree, it can be Cancer rising. I mean, excuse me, a Capricorn rising to a much lesser degree. It also can be a Libra rising. So Capricorn rising, Libra rising, or Capricorn moon, again, another word for Libra rising. We might also have somebody that has like Uranus or Pluto on the 12th house. There's another estimation here. So we could have Uranus in the 8th house or Pluto in the 11th house. But that would mean that somebody's Pluto is in Aries or somebody's Pluto is in Virgo. I mean, or somebody has Uranus in Virgo or Pluto in Aries. I don't really see Pluto in Aries. It's kind of the wrong generation. That would mean the person is very young. And again, I'm getting some darker energies here. I don't know what to say because it's just it's overboard. Mind your children. I don't have anything to say that's nice. I'm here, MJ. I'm just gonna put that out there. But really, this the past coming up to haunt or to confront. And there is it might start out through sexual desires. Normally, it would be a temptation with the Ace of Wands and the Devil, but we have the Queen of Pentacles here, so it's mitigated. Because that would mean somebody has their moon or their the bottom of their chart in Capricorn, which would be a Capricorn moon or a Libra rising. Libra rising is confirmed here twice. And if you're a Libra rising, you might also have Jupiter in the first house. I'm also getting Pluto in the 11th house. And it's interesting because in Capricorn is where Saturn curses or sets up the work, or then in Aquarius is where Saturn blesses. But if there was Saturn really truly in Aquarius, the Hermit card would be out here. This is about bursting a bubble, having to disappoint some people as well. Because the future is one where we're in alignment with our authentic self. Unfortunately, there's going to be some loss, and we might be preparing to withstand these losses. Because there will be some endings that are definite endings, and they might be permanent. So, because there's going to be like some coming out to play, or, you know, I just use that word coming out. This could be causative energy, and I feel like I'm reading on the gay, so let me try to do more here. Whatever this is, there's going to be some definite endings. Now, the full moon has to deal with other people. The new moon has to deal with ourselves. Okay. So it can be everything. It can't even be open enemies. It can be detractors. It can be opposers. It can be adversarial in its nature and its energy. It can just be people with things to say. Now, you're never going to find a hater ass hoe doing better than yo. So somebody who takes the time, the energy, the effort, the attention to start popping up at the mouth and having all these things to say, taking our inventory, minding our business, you know, they should be our employee because they seem to be minding our business better than we're minding our own, or so they think. But there's going to be a definite ending, and it's around this disappointment or parting of the sea is what I'm hearing. So there's going to be a dispersal of people, but we're already expecting this. It's not a surprise. Hey, what's the nails, sweetheart? Oh, look at you, cutie. Oh, cute thing. I was working. Go for it. It's like we're preparing for this, and it doesn't have to be, you know, mariposa lesbiana. It doesn't have. Oh, that was a slang, a derogatory. My apologies. I don't know how to say gay in any language. And by the way, that's also the name of my indigenous tribe, GAN, though, not GAY. West African. So it's like we're preparing to take action in some sort, and we've found our spot. So what we're wanting is to be victorious. It's going to involve an announcement of some kind, and it's gonna part the seas. We're gonna go one direction and leaving another direction behind. It's going to end something for us, and it might disappoint some other people. And we're kind of feeling disappointed a little bit as well. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Now, it's not always about coming out of the closet. It could be kombucha. Yeah, if you don't like it, it's mango, pineapple. So it could be coming out of the broom closet, admitting that we practice, you know, spirituality. It could be coming out with a new something. For instance, we might have gone to school for accounting and then we come out like we want to be a chef. Or we could have went to school for early childhood development to become a teacher or something, and then it comes out that we want to be an artist or a photographer. It's coming out with something that's going to end things as they knew it or as we were seen to other people, but we are happy about this. And this is something that we're going to enjoy. However, there's some kind of rule and regulation. So one thing leads to another, leads to another. Because we have the 4 and the 8 of swords. So that's what we call arraignment. We're bringing something out for people to decide upon now. We might not need them to yield or exercise the judgment. It's possible that it will. It's possible that they may. We're not coming out with whatever it is, whether it's out of the closet, the broom closet, or whatever, We're not coming out in the sense of like, I'm coming out to get your approval. But whenever you have the 4 and the 8 of swords, and then it's confirmed with the judgment, which is here, it is some kind of judgment. Because another thing besides an announcement, when you have the judgment card, is here, it's Aeon, Illuminate. Whenever you have it like that, it means that you were waiting on a decision from like the higher. Now, it doesn't need to be higher, like higher authority would be the heavens, but understand that we were just talking about Aquarius. Now we're also talking about the 11th house. So the 11th house is benefactors. The 11th house is heaven's door. But the 11th house is also people that are with you for a long, long time, like network. Does that make sense? All the numbers in the phone book, the entire reputation, our social cachet, that not just our reputation, 10th house, but like our social cachet, the status. Does that make sense? So I am getting coming out of the closet, and there's too many confirmations here. We have the 8 of swords. We have my intuition. We have the 5 of cups, and we have the judgment card. With the death, it means like something's going to shift permanently. And then with the magician, it does give me a little bit of a clue in. And the magician here is preparing to have some type of an announcement or awakening, or revelation is another word to use. Okay, so this preparation, here's the judgment. So this revelation is going to cause some things to end or to deplete. And I'm getting that there's some truth or strategy or cunning here. That might be, it might seem like there was deception. What I'm detecting is that there are going to be certain entities, energies, ideologies that will appear to believe that there was some kind of deception on our part. In reality, we were actually just growing. In reality, we were just evolving. In reality, we were being self-initiated. And our inner self, Imperatrice, I heard the high priestess, so our inner self had to come out, had to shine through. Now, it doesn't always mean gay. It can mean that our more softer side, our more feminine nature, or our more intuitive nature, or our more nurturing nature, or our more creative side. Empress means a lot, so does the emperor. 1 through 9 has so many meanings, meaning magician all the way through hermit has so many meanings. There's all of them have half a dozen or more meanings. So this could mean so many things. So many things. This could mean so many things. But what I'm getting is that we're going to be punished for our beauty. We're going to be punished for our softer nature. We're going to be punished for our intuitive side. We're going to be, or attacked. It doesn't always mean punished. It can mean attack as well. But it feels like there was this mounting clan. There was this mounting thing. The cards might have been stacked against us, or we might have been involved. Other people might have had agendas for us. For instance, a mother trying to set us up, or having lifelong dreams of planning our wedding, or something of that nature. I just dropped the cap. I'm not going to get it. Now, there will be attack, and we're preparing for it. That's also why we were kind of slow and moving, because there's a double 7 here, so there will be attack. There's an agenda and manipulation. Unfortunately, it will be seen as if we were that way, but it's not true. We were actually preparing for something. And it feel exactly about the gay thing, to be honest. There's some kind of action we're about to take that's already planned. And it causes a shakeup. Things might be dismantled because of this revelation. And there's a double revelation here. So we have the judgment card, which means like a revelation that is not shocking, or it's something that we reveal. And then the Tower card is a revelation that is shocking, or it's something that is revealed to us. We are on our side, King of Swords, Seven of Swords. That's wanting truth, cunning strategy, tactics. King of Swords, Eight of Swords. That means things are going to be yielding to our power, to our authority now. I think at a previous time, there was actions being taken against us, or actions being taken on us that were expecting us to yield to some kind of plan, strategy, agenda, Seven of Pentacles. And now that the truth is coming out, Seven of Swords, or receipts are being shown, it's going to strip or deplete some things, Five of Pentacles. Some of us are going to be left out in the cold in some kind of way, Chariot. Things are going to move on, move forward, leaving other things behind, Chariot. I'm hearing that song, We Found Love. We found love. Who's that, Riri? Girl, I'm working. Either come up here or be quiet, sweetheart. You know better, baby. You gotta come up here, babe. So here's the Hermit. So there's deep insight. We might have taken some time to reflect. We might have retreated within ourselves to find, or to use soul's wisdom in some kind of way. And it was the appropriate thing to do, because we have an inner knowing. And the spiritual side of material affairs is here. So whoever we are eternally is now bearing upon the present. That is the thing with the Imperatrice, the Empress. And unfortunately, we're truthful, we're clear about kind of how we love, or who we're loving. And honestly, if there is any gay, I'm getting lesbian more than I'm getting the other side. And uh, what it is we're clear on who we are, what we are, and what we're about. So there's just a clarity that can't be taken away. And I don't see it here yet, but I'm getting this energy of detractors. Those who want to tell us who we are, tell us what to do. It's really because we're a new person, or we're shifting, or we're changing, or we're finally acknowledging out loud some kind of shift or change. You gotta sit down. We're acknowledging out loud some kind of change. So it's almost like we're killing whatever person these people that were attached to us used to be. The person that they knew is dead. We're now a new person, and they might think it happened overnight, but we were preparing. Okay, we might have just had to shore up our side of the road. A lot of people want to be involved in our process. They want to help, but I don't believe in help. Once a person is between the age of 16 and 65, I don't believe in that kind of help. Okay, help is only help when it's asked for. And it's fine to see somebody in distress. It's fine to want to help somebody along, but offer your support and then step back and allow them to say yes. And if they don't, you need to be fine with them not saying yes. And if we're attached in some kind of way to helping them, or somebody's attached in some kind of way to helping us, there's an agenda there, period, point blank. A lot of people, and this is relationships and families do this all the time. It's not the best. And I'm trained, so I know better. But a lot of people engage in what's called co-regulation. That's the stop on the road to codependency, which is a relationship addiction. Is if you feel better when you change around another person, that's co-regulation or codependency. We should be able to regulate ourselves, regulate our own feelings, regulate our own desires. And honestly, we need to be okay with a little bit of ambiguity and uncertainty. And if we're not, again, there's more work and more healing for us. So this Empress is clarified by the King of Swords, the Two of Swords with the King of Swords, the Two of Cups with the Ace of Swords. So that's an awareness about what we feel connected to. And that's also, this is supreme and absolute authority. And it's blessed by the Lords with the Hangman here. Because that's the Queen of Wands with the Seven of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles. So we might be switching things up. There may be a friend or some kind of partnership here. Because we have a double two, a pair of twos. What does a pair of twos mean? So it's Four of Pentacles, and I am detecting that energy of something or someone wants to keep us held in place. I don't know what that is, because this is healing from crisis. So I'm getting coming out, but I don't see it. I don't see it the way that I normally see it. I'll be honest. I'm feeling the energy of coming out, but I don't see it. I don't have enough to confirm yet. Okay. These two cards together, it could mean healing from crisis or crisis mode. Okay, this just depends on the order that they come out. This means that our destiny has been delayed. So who we truly are and what we truly are, it was under wraps for some time. The Hangman and the Star card. The Hangman and the Tower card means passive aggression. And what I'm getting is that we're putting the kibosh on someone's plans. Somebody else is under the Tower energy. We were held in place. We were suppressed in some kind of way, ruled, regulated, or restrained. Yeah, and then there is going to be some detractors, some hater-ass hold trying to compete or contest who we are, and what we're about, trying to tell us who we are. They're going to try to gaslight us, Seven of Cups, or glamour, or magic, or gaslight us. They're going to try to gaslight us. So gaslighting, just so you know, means to deny somebody else's reality and manipulate them into changing it. To not just deny somebody's truth or the reality or the facts as they appear to that person, but to shame them for arriving at the conclusion that they've arrived at, so much so that they adopt another conclusion just to maintain the relationship, thereby and thus dishonoring, diluting, distorting, disowning their own reality, their own feelings, their own desires, their own needs. Essentially, it's destroying or dismantling somebody else's personhood by denying the truth is not just a bold-faced lie. It's to systematically and methodically and tactically, even sometimes ruthlessly, dismantle a person's reality by denying their own truth. Okay, so that's gaslighting, and that's what I'm getting. Okay, because actually, we finally are happy. We finally made it. We finally figured out who we are in alignment with our destiny. And there's some kind of manipulative energy here. Mainly friends, or mainly people that we're connected to, can be family with the Two of Cups and the Queen of Wands here. Usually it's people that within our bloodline. That's true, effective truth there. Because they were planned for us. There is somebody who's domineering and oppressive. Because they look at us as their child, and they look at us as not knowing any better, Page of Cups. When really we're prepared to go on a journey to learn or to receive some material blessing. And whatever was being offered to us is lukewarm, tepid, and placid. It's underwhelming, uninteresting, undesirable, non-compelling, and unimpressive. And honestly, to carry on that track would be a burden. It would be hell on earth. So they want us to suppress and to deny our true, authentic, genuine self in order to make them happy, in order for them plans to get off the ground. Okay, that's a no. But we overcame that. We spent time there to grow, to become initiated. And now that we have, it's time to make a change. We need to make a change according to our eternal life. La Forza, the strength card, is here. It's called lust, and Rota, the will, fortune, La Fortuna here. With Bagetto, here's the Magus, it's the magician. Yeah, and see the Hermit. So whenever you have the magician and the Hermit, this is a skilled manipulator. It doesn't have to be bad. This is a skilled, high-level sage or tactician or specialist. So this is somebody that has had specialized knowledge and insight into our life, and they're going to impose that upon us. Okay, an imposition always with the Queen, and then with there's some type of tactic that they're using. And it's about our love, where we sit with our heart chakra and the place that we take up in this world. There's an agenda around it. Seven of Pentacles is a plan that's already in effect. So I was asking about this King of Swords with the Ace of Swords. Now, it means cunning strategy, tactic here, but also it does mean that in order for us to get what we want, to be fair to ourselves, other people are going to lose out. And that's got to be fine. We've got to do us. And if we want real, true, genuine, authentic love, if we want to obtain our heart's desires, which is being offered to us. Now, in order to get somebody's love, we have to deny ourselves. That's what this is saying. We're not going to be able to break out, break free. Okay, and the 7 came right back. We're not going to be able to break out and break free. And it's the truth, without choosing the road, the path that we're on. Unfortunately, energy is being projected at us to go in a certain direction. Somebody that's on the sidelines, they're hanging out in the back. They're going to try to take an active participatory role because there's a switch up to the plan. The plan was clear, and all of a sudden it's switching up. So somebody's going to take another path, another route, another. They're going to take another path. Yeah, and it's putting the kibosh on the expansion as it was. They were slowly plodding along on a long-term plan towards some type of. It was a very fruitful path, but the terms and conditions would have required being separated from the self, having the heart close up, So I think that's the right thing to do, because if you're going to go down the path and accomplish what you want, but that means that you sacrifice your heart, that's your ticket into heaven. A clean soul and an open heart is your ticket back into heaven. And there was just some truth that had to come out that was going to leave receipts behind. The cat's acting weird. Yeah, so by taking actions of the heart, something's going to shift. We're actually going to stand our ground by taking actions of the heart, because we've had deep, fruitful insight into the self. Hermit, that was a mic drop. That yet there is going to be some ploy to manipulate us, or to get us back in line. So us being our authentic, genuine, true self means we're acting out of line. That's the truth, King of Swords. Yeah, because there's an agenda. This is the other person. They're having new insights, new feelings, and they're going to try to be undercover. They're going to try to keep this under wraps. But what they think we're doing is switching teams or switching spots, or there's a switch up. Yeah, the tables do turn here, and this has come up several times. We already had the Two of Pentacles, and this deck come out once and come out twice in the clarifications. In order to be fair, we've got to stand our ground, and we're needing to defend. Somebody here may be Mars in Leo or Moon in Leo to a lesser degree. They could be a Taurus rising. If they are Taurus rising, they would have the Moon in the first house, which would mean they're always going to have their heart on their sleeve, and they're always going to need to be true, honest, authentic, and genuine to themselves. And sometimes it takes the first 24, the first 30 years of life to get to that space, to get to that place. If there was a closet issue, and it doesn't have to be the gay closet, it could be the broom closet, it could be you were sent to school to be an architect or an attorney or whatever, and it turns out you're an artist or a photographer. It could be anything. Sometimes if the moon is in the first house, it would take about 24 plus years for it to start coming out. Yeah, I'm hearing that. I'm coming out. Dun, dun. I want the world to know that to let it show. I'm coming out. I'm coming out. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, and I like the Diana Ross version. Yeah, so there is some kind of oppressive control here with the Imperatore, the emperor, and the Ten of Bastioni. It's called oppressive. This is a burden, having to carry it around. And somebody here is feeling burdened, or either that or they're Libra rising, or a Venus in Aries. There may be somebody with their sun and Venus conjunct in either the first house or in Aries, and I'm feeling like that might be the father. The father might be very overbearing, and they're trying to control us here. It could be our husband, it could be our baby daddy, it could be our father, regardless of our gender, identified or assigned at birth here. It could be our boss. Because over the last 3 weeks, we discovered that we're going to leave behind playing by the book. We're going to rock the boat. We're going to flip the page. We're going to turn the page. We're going to flip the script. We're going to stand on our own 2 feet here. We're going to go out in front and be bold and be blazing. Yeah, I'm getting like multiple timelines. I'm just getting such a big download. So we're desiring truth, period. We want truth, we desire truth, we're gonna get it, period. And it's because we have inner truth. We want to live right, live righteously, be in alignment, period. We are going on soul's wisdom. It doesn't matter what mother, daddy, teacher, preacher have to say. It doesn't matter what colonizer, controller, what history books, science books, religious books have to say. We're gonna do what's alive in us, because that's how we sleep at night. That's how we have peace. And it's ma'at. It's about alignment. I don't want to talk about universal order, but it's about being in alignment. The time has come for me to break out of my shell. Yeah. And I am coming out. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. And then we have, okay, so we do have the reading. I'm going to keep going because the High Priestess hasn't come out, but the full moon is the Pisces card, which is the moon. The new moon is the High Priestess card, which is the actual moon. So I'll go into the moon, la luna, or excuse me, la papessa. We have a couple more rounds here. So we're desiring to win at all costs, which means we might have to be heavy-handed or short-sighted. We might have to just block people, not actual block out of Facebook, block out of Instagram, block out of internet, block out of WhatsApp, but block. We might have to do that, but it's more about like boundary standards. We're desiring boundaries, we're desiring standards, and we're desiring to withdraw and to detach, and we don't actually care. So there's going to be some energy here to push their feelings onto us with the moon card and the seven of swords. They're going to stand their ground on an emotional level, and this is the other side, not us. On our end, we're fine. We've actually already done the psychic investigation. But the other side is going to be like, okay, but if ands, ors, or buts hold, this is what I said. What I said is what I said. That's what it's going to be at the end of the day, the beginning of the night. Whatever words does not offend your little petty ego. I'm going to do me. I've got to wipe my own ass. I've got to brush my own teeth. I've got to live my own life. I have my own feelings. I have my own thoughts. I have my own decision-making criteria. I have my own judgment criteria. And I've got to live for me. At the end of the day, I'm left alone with me. At the end of the day, I've got to make me happy before I can sustain or support or give to something else, perhaps to make somebody else happy. I've got to put the life vest on myself before I try to save you and your ass. That's what's up. Okay, and so there we go. There's the divine truth here. Karma too. Because we will be left out in the cold or bound or shunned or something of that nature. And we're preparing for that. Again, we're preparing for that. We're clear, we have the discernment. So somebody might be Mars in Gemini, and I think for the gay, I am getting that somebody might come out with their love, like maybe not share it with the world, but tell the person that they're attracted to. Because there's something trying to block our happiness here. We can celebrate and rejoice, Four of Wands, and it's actually what God wants, Six of Wands. It's chosen from the heavens for us. But there's some kind of third-party triangulation right here in the middle. And we already know what kind of swift movements or what kind of parties or players would try to do this to us. And they might be wanting to block in some kind of way. With the Five of Swords here and the Nine of Swords. But if we take this decision, if we execute this, it's not a decision. If we make this choice, we may be dealing with somebody with a Saturn in Taurus, Sun in Taurus, or a Leo rising. With this person not about to reveal their love, what's going on there? Okay. They would have been settling if they don't. And they're going to come out to things, but there's going to be some, so they might have been chasing, trying to, okay, I'm getting a narrative. I don't want to say it. somebody was playing the role and they were running around, let's better be at peacocking. And then all of a sudden they had a couple few experiences or awakenings that made them or brought them to the precipice of being who they really were. They came across a magical muse. They came across something, someone that allowed them to get in touch with their authentic self. And they were a runner, meaning that they were never being authentic, genuine, sincere. They were afraid of doing the work. They were maybe kind of selfish. There probably were fears of change or the unknown, or they were afraid to step deeper into intimacy, to lean into discomfort. They might have even been unhealed, unawakened in some kind of way. They don't always feel worthy of other people's time that they're authentically, truly, genuinely connected to or wanting to be connected to. They might also not feel worthy of energy, or they might need too much validation in some kind of sense, but they've come across their person, a powerful match. But right now they can't offer much. Right now, at the current level of healing, they're going to be minimal effort or the wrong kind of effort. Okay, this is not the one that we should be having, but now some of us, there's distance between somebody because they ghosted us. They might have moved or their life changed or shifted and they didn't tell us before they made the shift. Now, they're feeling out of time because of like some kind of fairness or balancing act or whatever. There's some hardcore differences here. We do have the Gemini energy and we have the Gemini energy right here. So this tells me that somebody can be gay, lesbiana, or whatever. It could be witch, it could be spiritual, it could be a different industry. Difficult differences in Gemini energy. So it tells me that somebody can be, they don't appear to be that way though. And there's fears because of what people have to say. Odious opinions, unrelatable, unsympathetic advice, unpleasant opinions that create doubt and denial of connections, being easily influenced by others and their viewpoints, afraid they make the wrong decision, regret, feels troubled or remorseful of what has happened, sees us happy while they are miserable because they can't move on or they can't hold on. And then again, they might have settled for something surface level, superficial. But the universe wants them to have new beginnings, and that seed was planted a while ago. Here's the potato spud, the sprouts. There might be some hidden movements about to be made. They might also have been coming towards us through a fake account of some kind. I'm not getting catfished, or if it was a catfish, it was like a one or two hits. It wasn't a perpetual. But there's connection here, unity and sync. Okay, as I was saying, watching. They might be watching us through computer screens, creating fake accounts to stay up to date. Okay, well, whatever I was picking up, the Knight of Swords with the Seven of Swords and the Moon card can be catfishing. This is the Knight of Swords with the Five of Swords and the Moon card. That's an open enemy. We would know. It's not Seven of Swords, it's the Five of Swords. But the Five of Swords, you know. Now, what I'm getting is that we didn't know, but it was one or two hits. Like somebody connected with us just to talk to us really quickly. They didn't tell us who they truly were, probably because we knew them. Also, it's because they're examining their feelings. They want to just. What this is telling me is that we're at the precipice of a change. Something about our authentic nature is about to be revealed to us, or we might reveal our authentic nature to the world. Again, we're about to make a change. We're choosing a new road, a new path for ourselves. We're withdrawing from what used to be harmonious in our life. And people around us, our community might think like, why are you making this change? Aren't you happy? Aren't you happy? It doesn't matter if I'm happy or not. It doesn't matter if it's pleasing. It doesn't matter if I have it all. If it's not something that I want, why are you arguing with me for keeping something that's not what I want? You know, you might be giving me designer threads right now or a bank account full of billions of dollars. And guess what I want to do? I want to go live in the woods and meditate under a tree. But what good is Prada, Scara, Dolce Gabbana, Fendi, Pucci, Armani, Versace do if I'm sitting here in the the muddy, swampy jungle forest meditating under a tree all day? That don't matter. So we have emotional fortitude, we have strength, courage, and wisdom. We might have the ability to say no or to withstand some type of former manipulation. And there is the other party is getting rejected. And none of it's a love situation. Because if it was a love situation, they would be feeling bored or they would be feeling like too much time has passed. But if it's not, there is some action towards us. This is if it's not a love situation. Somebody tried to take action or tried to impose some type of control, and it didn't work. With the king of wands that's taking some kind of action, it's because we're gay. There's some gay here. We're dealing with gay. Excuse me. We're dealing with gay. We're dealing with gay. I'm sorry. The thing that I needed came. Nine of Swords, Six of Cups. Boom. Bullseye. Bullseye. This is the combination for somebody in the closet. I'm sorry to say. Nine of Swords, Six of Cups. That is somebody in the closet. That's the exact combination. And Six of Cups with the Sun card coming out or soul healing. It's the one or two. So unless this would come out with the devil and the Nine of Swords would be demonic attachment. Now it can be to a lesser degree demonic attachment, but it's the people that we're around. We're around a bunch of bottom of the barrel kind of people. Not bottom of the bucket, crabs in a bucket, bottom of the barrel kind of people. That's to a lesser degree. Because we're leaving something behind here and it's the right thing to do. With the Eight of Cups, that's withdrawing, leaving something behind, moving on, moving forward, leaving something behind. Yeah, because this is telling me we have to unravel something here. And with the Sun card in the chat, this is a conflict resolution. So it might upset a lot of people, but it's the right thing to do. And honestly, I don't feel that it's us. I don't. I feel like we're connected to somebody that's doing this, or if it is us, it might not be the gay thing. Whatever we're about to do, whatever closet or revelation or reveal that we're about to make, it's going to upset some folks because there's some kind of plan that we were under. And it was a good, great plan, but it wasn't authentic to our true nature. Like you can buy somebody $100,000 car, but it doesn't matter if all they want to do is ride a bike. And some people will be like, well, who wants to ride a bike? There are people that live in coastal towns that it's better for them to ride a bike. There are people that live in certain cities where it's more bike friendly. There are people that are athletes that would want to ride a bike more for fitness. And bike is an arbitrary example. What happens if somebody wants to buy you $10,000 worth of clothes and all you want to do is wear yoga pants? What happens if somebody wants to, if you're going to inherit the business from your father, but you don't want that business? What happens when somebody has planned your whole entire life for you, but that's not the life that you want? All those things include coming out of the closet. It's not about the gay closet only. It could be the broom closet. It could be, okay, again, this revelation is going to disappoint a lot of people. You know, I'm getting that. I'm coming out. Yeah, I'm coming out. I'm coming out. Du, 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 du. Yeah, it's there's going to be some revelation. Wow. And honestly, we're it's going to oppose the plans that have been placed on us by other people. There's going to be a battle of wills here. There's going to be some type of battle. 2 nights here. Somebody's going to desire to impose on us. They're going to circle back a few times as well, when in reality it took a long time for this to come out. This is a delay. Whatever's happening is delayed. It should have happened a year ago, 18 months ago, 5 years ago. Don't matter, don't care. It should have happened back when. It's finally happening. And so it doesn't matter all the things somebody has to say. It doesn't matter all the quibbling and quabbling and yelling and yelling and whining and wailing, harping and haranguing. It doesn't matter. The truth is here. Let's check on this pair of ninths. What is this pair of ninths? Yeah, fine. I can't make this up. The Wheel of Fortune. It's time. It's time. It's time. Another Ten of Swords. This is a revelation. We've been preparing for this revelation because it's who we truly are. It's certitude and security. It's easier for us to lose half a dozen people or to lose half of our group and make this change than it is to be surrounded by people who claim to love us, but we're dead inside. You know, sometimes the loneliest place could be surrounded by a bunch of people who love you. It's finally here. We're wrapping up our destined. This is a destined achievement, a destined accomplishment. And what it's going to do is it's going to strip certain connections away from us. We will not carry every single person that's close to us forward into the future. We're going to lose some things here, and it's coming. What's coming is a stripping, as a loss. And that's why we took so long, because there was fear and conditioning with the Eight of Swords and the Devil card. We finally figured out who we are. There's somebody here is also Sun in Gemini. I'm also getting that for some reason, according to the rules and regulations, somebody couldn't come out with something. They couldn't come forward and tell us how they felt or what they wanted from us because maybe rules, maybe regulation, maybe laws, something of that nature. Because once the cycle wraps up, we're moving into the place where we should be in our life. We secure some type of life position. And if we are making a choice, it's a choice against the grain. It's an unpopular stance that we're taking. It's not the stance that everybody would assume or would take or would want us to take. We're kind of going defying. This is an act of defiance or opposition. And there will be some kind of energy of others imposing upon us. What is this connection between the Five of Swords, Ten of Swords? Somebody here definitely has their sun in Gemini. Okay, so if there's a romantic option, it's Gemini sun. They're starting to feel left out. as we begin to find ourselves, as we begin to become happy, as our cup starts to fill up, somebody else. Okay, so if that's not a hater ass hoe, excuse my language, that also that ooh, Lord help me. Oh, Papa Dio. Oh my. Oh Dios mío. Wow. The feelings going through me right now. Okay. That's a sickness, that's an illness, and have compassion for those people. When they see us thriving and instead of surviving, when they see us happy, when they see us moving into our spot and they feel like it's an offense or they feel left out or they feel harmed or hurt because we're getting the thing that we want, do you know what that means? That's a sickness, that's an illness. They're being restricted or restrained in some kind of way. And that honestly is a karmic situation. Because what they wanted to do was block us and we weren't blocked, or we broke free from something, which is going to be our lifetime happiness. Our destiny, our birthright is fulfillment. And God's always going to answer our prayers. 3 of Cups can be an answered prayer. Yeah. We're blessed for, once we figure out who we are, our life is blessed. Somebody here could be a Leo rising. Somebody here could be a Venus in Gemini. Somebody here could be a Sagittarius rising. Somebody here could have their Venus in Aquarius. They could have their Venus in Gemini. Yeah, so we're gonna have to dismantle something because there's energy being projected at us where somebody wants their plans to work. And honestly, that's the truth. And honestly, like it's a dream. They're not coming at us from a bad place, but once we don't want what they want for us, it's gonna be a little bit of friction. This is not a evil like I normally see. I'm not getting evil. I'm getting unhealed humans. You don't bear upon other people and their free will. And honestly, like you need to be secure enough in your own self. And this is a blanket statement to everybody. You need to be secure in your own self enough to let people be who they are. Let the cards fall where they may. This feels like somebody that's connected to us, a friend, a lover, a mother, a boss, a mentor, that thinks we're ruining our life by being who we truly are. But that's the equivalent of taking medical advice from a mechanic. Unless I want your life, I'm not going to do what you do. I won't even take advice from you. I don't take advice from people who gave up on their dreams. I don't get advice on my heart's desires from people that don't even know their own soul's ambition. I'm not going to take advice from about my heart's soul's desires from somebody that's given up on their life's desires. You know what I mean? Like if I want your life, I'll do what you do. If I want to be musty, dusty, and crusty, or old, left out, and decrepit, or bottom of the barrel, or basic, you know, petty and normal and average and ordinary, I'm gonna do what you. I'm gonna take advice, but that's not what I want. You hear me? You feel me? I honestly feel like we're coming towards us is a Gemini sun or a Virgo rising. And then boom, there you go. That's a yes. That's an absolutely exclamation point. Because there was a slow plan that's going to work. A Gemini rising has been, a Gemini energy has been planning on coming towards us very slowly. And they had to go after it too. They had to be tactical with this. We want the same thing as them, but we're going about it in a different way. And honestly, there's something about to be given to us that is they're under a burden, but it's going to be given to us. But you see how the Six of Pentacles, Stedinari, is a gift of material blessing from Papadio. Excuse me. English. Six of Pentacles. Here it's called success. Success is flanked by two wands. So wands, especially the 5 and 10 of wands, that's demons. Criminale. Criminality, demonology. That's what hellfire, hellion. Okay. So the beings from hell and the realm of hell. This is what they're vying for. It could be any six, but this is what they're vying for. Here's the Six of Pentacles. So there's energy around to flank what we're about to receive, because it's love. It's love. It's love. It's love. I just had a dialogue in my intuition, because this is about to be triangulated. This love is about to be triangulated. Okay, there's too much coming through intuition. I'm hearing specific dialogues and conversations. Bibi is, which is the mother of all mothers. Adi Shakti, let's say. Parvati is telling me multiple things. The mother goddess is telling me multiple things. She's enumerating all the timelines, and I'm overwhelmed. Not overstimulated, which means being bombarded, but I have to take time to process, and this video has gone over an hour. We found love in a hopeless place. Okay, there's the High Priestess. Pardon me. Okay, so there's an illusion, maybe a delusion, confusion. Things are going to come out loud. Some kind of wanting, hoping, wishing, praying, yearning, conjuring up some wounding from the past is coming up because we've been chosen. So the universe is going to reveal something. Something's about to be illuminated, but also we want the same thing, but we're going about it in different ways. There's something here. This is about another person. I've been trying to fight this whole time to talk about just another person, to talk about things in general. But what I'm getting is that somebody's coming out of the closet, and it might not be the gay closet, but somebody's coming out loud with something, gonna put it out there, and it would have appeared up until recently like it was a different, like the reality was different than it is in truth. And we can't have a Scorpio rising. We can't have a Venus in Taurus. We can't have a Sun in Capricorn. We can also have an Aries rising. We can have somebody with an air moon. That could be Aquarius, Gemini. Libra. Take what you need, leave what you don't. We need to be expansive. Hopeful, wishful, prayerful. We're not believing that nothing can happen because of whatever, however, so on and so forth. We need to believe. We need to relax, take a chill pill, unclench. It might be the time for a distraction. Watch a TV show, or take a weekend trip. Why do we have the Five of Wands here with the Hierophant? That's regulating chaos. Yeah, because there was the propensity for malfeasance. They needed to set the energy right. And it wasn't nothing bad here. There was a potentiality that something could become spoiled. This is the devil's always mitigated with the Two of Pentacles or any other court card pentacle. Eight of Pentacles and the devil's not good, but these two together is fine. If things could have turned sour really quickly and they wanted to prevent it from happening. So what they did was temper their desires. This is another person, not us. Somebody wants to come towards us really bad, and they didn't want to come out loud with it right away simply because we might be cloudy, we might be difficult to read, we might be a little bit of a mirage, an illusion. We might be mystical and enigmatic in some kind of way, shape, form, or another. And there was a call, a delay, a dispersal, a disruption, a rupture even. No, it wasn't. It was a delay to love. And the love was out there open and honest, and it was communicated and given. But somebody here is pessimistic and they need to lean back. It's us. We're the pessimistic hall here. Excuse my language. We need to lean back and see the energy for what it is. See how that Seven of Pentacles was coming out and 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 kept coming out, coming out, coming out, coming out. Seven of Pentacles means test the spirit. So we needed to see the energy for what it was. We was kind of hard-headed, hog-ho, and stupid. That's what it was. I'm just going to say what it is. Now, blessing, we all need to heal in some kind of way, shape, form, or another. Hope is what we needed to believe in a bigger, brighter, better future. It's here. It's just around the corner. This is by Nadia Anastas's Cosmic Activation Cards for the Soul. Hope, card number 16, we'll be reading today. Prayer, Holy Spirit, please guide me to see the situation with deeper clarity, love, and understanding. Behind the passing dark clouds, the sun still shines bright. Feeling overwhelmed, disconnected, afraid, and defeated are a few of the symptoms you can experience when passing through an emotional storm. All is not as it seems. The passing storm will uncover suppressed emotional energy that is in need of clearing and balancing. As challenging as it may seem, see the passing gray clouds as an opportunity to grow, learn, heal, and transform limiting behavioral patterns and beliefs. It is not about staying positive through the storm. It is about understanding the true and truly seeing the imbalances and wounds within you that attract this energy to your space. Clouds do pass and will continue to pass until you learn to truly see the underlying messages and lessons below them. Only then will you transcend the fear and irritability of these challenging cycles. Once you are able to understand your magnetic connection to the challenges that surround you and heal those imbalances with love, storms will cease to affect you as they once did. For now, there is stillness and hope, and knowing that the sun still shines bright behind the passing dark clouds. It is then that this renewed clarity, inner knowing, and strength, it is then through this renewed clarity, inner knowing, and strength, that you will be able to manifest a life of choice. For no more will you see a passing storm as a destructive force to be reckoned with, but rather an opportunity to evolve to higher states of conscious understanding. It is through this act alone that you are reborn to a world of wondrous manifestations and fulfilled dreams. Holy Spirit, please send me, Holy Spirit, please guide me to see the situation with deeper clarity, love, and understanding. Behind the passing dark clouds, the sun still shines bright. Yeah, shine bright like a vision I see. Yeah, okay. So I just want to send a prayer out there to all those still uh, lost to illusion, delusion, confusion, trapped in misery and embitterment, some that have even chosen the path of evil, sinister, and wickedness. Those who have yet to awaken, those who have yet to heal, those who are unhealed, unawakened, lost to the seeds of illusion, delusion, confusion, who have yet to realign and reawaken through universal oneness and unconditional love. May you be well, may you be happy, may you be at peace, may you receive everything that you ever wanted, especially starting with what you deserve. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. Until we meet again, until we read again. Namaste, Dandavat, and Ashe. Again, my name is Serene Priestess Abossi. I was your oracle today. We presided over an energy of coming out, whether it's the closet or the proverbial coming out with it, sharing the truth and putting your cards on the table. That's coming out. Sometimes it's not coming out of the queer closet. It could be the broom closet, or some people were sent to law school by their parents, but it turns out that they're thespians, they're actors. Some people were sent to medical school by their parents, but it turns out that they're artists, they're creators. So it's coming out loud, making an announcement, revealing to society, revealing to the public who we are, what we're about. To be more specific, there was this energy of somebody needing to come out with their feelings, to confront a love connection, a love situation. And right now, it would appear that we're friends, but in fact, we're actually going to be more than friends. We're going to be lovers soon. And it might take another few more weeks, but until then, we need to handle our side of the road. And that's what I'm getting. Again, like I said, if anything I said resonates deeply with you, go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe, leave a review, book a session, send a donation. And I'll see you in the next one. Take good care of yourself. Namaste, Dandavat, and Ashe. Au revoir. Sayonara. Auf Wiedersehen. Das Vidania.